Welcome back, everybody. It's Joey's Wine Rack. We're live, and thank you for joining us. Today, we're going to start on our March Merlot Madness special this month. Not big into sports, but here's what I'm going to do for you. We're going to taste four different Merlots. We're going to do a couple from the U.S., we're going to do a couple other countries as well, and we're going to find out what you like best. Okay, what I like best, because it's my show. So, first off, we're going to go to California. Start off in Sonoma County. My preference, I love Sonoma. Some of my best memories are out there. Great folks out there. This one happens to be Ravenswood. Vintner's Blend is a 2009. I picked this one because of A, the price, and two, because I know the place. One of my first trips out to Sonoma, I decided to go out, hang out with these folks. Did some tastings there on their property. Fantastic, great place, really kind of out in the country. Very cool. So let's get to it, right? All right. So what we do is we start off with our waiter corkscrew, the double pull. So what I prefer, double pull, because you pull twice. What else? All right. Here we've got, oh, somebody moved my stuff. Okay, got your little knife. There's always going to be a ridge around here. So put this bad boy right underneath the ridge. Go like this. And yes, it's okay if you try this at home. Just because I'm a professional doesn't mean you can't do it too. So pop that sucker off. That's the foil. This one actually is a kind of a foil. Sometimes they're plastic. But even a plastic foil is still a foil. Then get this corkscrew, the screw part, out. Stick that in and twist her down. I can already tell you this isn't a real cork. Real corks come from real cork trees. Yep, this one does not, because it's not from a real cork tree. It is a synth cork, or synthesized cork if you want to call it that. Vaguely plastic. There you go. Now, it used to be back in the old days, even myself, I used to say it too, make sure you smell the cork. Meh, I mean, you can. You're not going to be that weird. But really, with a synth cork, it smells like, yeah, wet plastic. So there you go. Most of the time these days, what you're going to get is a cork that has a little picture on it. See, this one has the Ravenswood logo on it, just like this one right here. Actually, a really cool logo. I like this one a lot. So what you got there, set that down, do a couple other things, and drop stop. You know it. You know it. You love it. Drop stop. Little silver disc. What we do with that is roll that up. I got these from my friends and family in Sweden. From Sweden. Brought them over. Stick that sucker in there and you got something to pour with. Because you don't want to slop stuff in, right? We want to do it right. So I'm kind of running through it a little bit. We're going to recap when we're done, and then at the end of the month we're going to go through each of the four, tell you what we think is best, and really going to compare pricing and all that sort of stuff. So you're saying to yourself, Joey, because you called me Joey, where did you get this? I got this at my favorite liquor store, wine store here in Colorado Springs. Everybody there is awesome. Downtown Fine Spirits and Wines. This one, 750 milliliters, so 750, standard bottle size, $7.75. Well within my price range, because I usually do, especially for the show, do something between usually 10 and 20 bucks. This one is a heck of a deal. I like them. We'll give it a shot. So, we pour it. You need to turn it a little bit so it's not slopping, but maybe if I shut up, you can hear it. Kind of cool, huh? You never want to start off by filling up a full glass. Why? Because you haven't tasted it yet, or whomever your host is, whoever's going to be the guest of honor, whoever's going to be tasting it, don't give them all that, because I'm sure this is fine. But if you get a bottle that's corked or tastes funky or whatever, it's going to be, don't want that. So here we go. First thing we do, pour a little bit. Take a look. That's pretty cool stuff. I love dark colors and whatnot. Obviously, I wear black a lot. So look at that. Looks pretty cool. There's no funkiness in it. Give it a good smell. What do we smell? Besides wine. Well, we smell kind of a big, kind of juicy raspberry almost, blackberry, thing like that. Kind of a jammy taste to it. So then next, you want to take just a little bit. This is good stuff. So what did I do? Taste it a little bit by sucking in extra air. What does it do? It adds a little bit of aeration to it. It helps the flavors come alive. And you can taste it a little bit better. So besides doing that and looking a little weird, maybe. So when I taste it, I get it on the sides of my tongue, all the way in the back. And in a future show, we'll kind of talk about your taste buds and how that works. But for now, good stuff is going to be kind of big. If you like wines that are not so big, you may not want to go with Ravenswood. Why? Well, you know what? One of their biggest marketing things is no wimpy wines. I love that because I don't want to have a wimpy wine. I like big, bold, strong, good stuff. It's going to hold up really well to a lot of different things. This one, I think we'll have with dinner tonight. A little bit of Christmas salsa. So a little bit of green, a little bit of red, you know, cool stuff, a little spice to it. It's going to go really, really well. So let me taste a little bit more of that. Excellent stuff. The best part of my job, getting to taste this stuff. So I'll tell you a little bit about Ravenswood. Ravenswood actually started Joel Peterson out in Sonoma, 1976. Nearly as old as I am. Not even close. What we've got here today is their Vintner's Blend. Much like a lot of the other vineyards out there or wineries, they have different tiers. The Vintner's Blend simply means it's not one specific vineyard. It's going to be sourced across several. And by sourcing across several, it actually keeps the price down a little bit. So what you're going to do is they're going to taste it and blend it and decide, oh, well, we want X number of tons or bushels or whatever from this area and from this area and from this area. Sonoma, again, is one of my favorite places in the U.S. So Vintner's Blend. This is a 2009 Merlot. So it's going to be Merlot sourced in several different places. It is a 13.5% alcohol. If you happen to go on to their Ravenswood website, they're actually going to be talking about 2010. 2010 is excellent as well. I really like this one, and again, price is right. So what do we got? One of their things that they like to talk about is big and unapologetic. So again, if you like wimpy wines, we won't tell anybody, but you can go that way. This is actually going to really stand up really well. It's going to be good with steak. It's going to be good, pardon me, it's going to be really good with, as I said, Mexican food that we're going to have tonight. Homemade, of course, because why would we want to buy it? Burgers, things like that. It's going to go exceptionally well. So it's going to have a little bit of spice to it, like I said. And what else do you need to know? Listen to me. I will hook you up. So 2009, Ravenswood, Vintner's Blend, Merlot, Sonoma, California. Great folks out there. Besides Ravenswood, lots of other really cool people too. It's going to have that really cool color. So again, I get a real glass this time because when I get done talking to you, I'm off work. So, here's to you, here's to everybody else. One thing I always want to do when I'm doing my show is my first toast is always, always, always to Kat. Kat was an amazing person I used to get to work with. She's passed on, but she's up there. Kat, here's to you. We love you. Thank you so much for everything. Good stuff. On a 10 scale, what do we think? I think I'm going to put it probably about a good solid 8. Is it a 10? No, not quite. But you're also not paying for 10. 10 is going to put you up there pretty pricey. For $7.75, this is going to be something you can take out to a friend's house for dinner. Don't tell them what the price is, and you're not going to be embarrassed. Go to somebody's party, take it, don't tell anybody. It's going to be cool stuff. So, on that note, thank you for joining us. Come back again soon. We're going to be doing round number 2 next time. And here's to you. Salute. Peace.